Oh.
Yeah. We're fucking live. Let's get into this shit. All right, this is Will Straka. Straka?
Straka.
That's how you say it.
Straka.
So I met this guy playing flag football, signed up as free agents. And actually, so you're like the first guest I actually know dog shit about, so I had to do a little research.
Okay, yeah.
So D3 guy, go D1.
Yeah.
From Wisconsin. And then this was like a deep dive. So there's a rumor out there that you know like how to master TikTok dances.
TikTok dances.
Yeah, like Corvette. Like you know how to master them.
Oh shit.
So I want to hear about that shit. You know what I'm talking about?
A little bit, yeah. I remember flashing back to high school a little bit, but yeah.
So you mastered them?
Dude, for a bit there, I was pretty good at them. I will say, yeah.
I hit him Claude. I was like, dude, give me something where he would be like, what the fuck? How do you...
Yeah. That's what I figured. Because I don't know how else you would have found that out.
I'm telling you, deep dive. But yeah, no, but this guy's recently washed up. You finished your last season at BC, yeah?
Yep.
So like, let's break down that transition, because I think we can relate on being under-recruited in high school.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's start high school, where it's like you feel under-recruited.
Yeah. Well, it was a little bit different back then. Like Twitter was starting to pick up a little bit as far as like that being the main way to get recruited. So I honestly wasn't even that big into football growing up. Like my school didn't have tackle football until high school. So it was all flag football all the way through elementary school.
Okay, you didn't have no like Pop Warner?
No Pop Warner, nothing like that. So I didn't even play tackle football. So I was big into baseball growing up. So I was in a whole bunch of travel ball teams, travel in the Midwest in the country for some tournaments for baseball. And then freshman year football came around, and even the first 2 weeks of that, I low-key hated it.
Makes sense. Like usually, because if you never fucking put on
Dude, you
put on the helmet in your fucking head. So like that's something like I did. I played football since I was little.
Yeah.
And when you put the helmet on, like this is the fucking worst feeling ever.
Yeah.
To have the fucking helmet pain, and then to get for that to be your first time in high school is fucking insane.
Yeah, exactly. So you're thrown into high school. You're going up against seniors that have been playing for 4 years, and you've never even put a helmet on before. So I honestly didn't even like football at first, and then got into the season. I kind of like messed up my elbow a little bit too, so I was a little bit injured. And then got into the season. Didn't even play varsity my freshman year until like game 5 or game 6. So I was on JV. I was a JV warrior.
So your freshman year on JV?
Yeah. But
okay, so how big was your school?
Pretty small. So there was about 220 kids in the whole high school.
Okay.
About 50 kids in my class. So that's Division 6 where I'm from. And there's only 7 divisions, so we're the second smallest. So yeah, I started off on JV. Finally got my shot on varsity. My first start at free safety on homecoming. And got a pick that night, so that was dope. But after freshman year, like instantly fell in love with it. I like actually quit wrestling.
You wrestled too, but did you play baseball too? Were you a multi-sport athlete in high school?
Yep.
Okay.
So I was going out for wrestling. Actually quit that just to be able to train the whole off season. So that was cool. I put on like 20 pounds of muscle. This was the first time I actually took it seriously and stuff. Like was in the gym twice a day. Eventually, so that baseball, everything like that happened. Didn't do any camps or anything going into my sophomore year. Sophomore year was like a breakout year, I guess. I mean, I started at linebacker, started at running back. I was first team all conference both ways as a sophomore. It is obviously a smaller school and everything, but still, that was cool. Then that offseason started going to some camps and stuff. Got my Twitter like my sophomore year offseason, like my sophomore year summer after I went to like 2 camps. I sent out probably like, I don't know, a couple hundred emails that offseason, just hitting up coaches and wondering if they had any visits around their camps. They said, yeah, man, come to camp and come visit. I sent them my film too. So I visited University of North Dakota, which is
sophomore year?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Eastern Michigan.
So like after your freshman year, you're like, oh, I'm gonna try to play college football.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So it wasn't even because like you said you were trying to play, like you played baseball too. So you weren't even, you were done with baseball. You're like, I don't care about playing baseball in college, or did you have that aspiration before to play college baseball at all?
Yeah. I mean, I think I just wanted to be good as I could have for the team when I was in middle school and stuff. I don't know if I actually thought like, oh yeah, I could go play college baseball, or I could even go play college sport. Even my freshman year of high school, I thought about football. I wasn't even sure if I wanted to go play that in college. It was more so wasn't until after my sophomore year where I really realized, like, oh shit,
I want to play college
football. I actually could maybe go do something here.
No, that's great. So like for me, I played baseball and football in high school.
Yeah.
So freshman year, like I went to like a middle. They were the second biggest like conference in high school.
Yeah.
So freshman, if you're a freshman, you're not playing varsity.
Yep.
So then sophomore year, they put me up to varsity, and I was actually thinking about quitting football and just focus on baseball because I was doing really good at the time, and like freshman year, I should have played varsity baseball, but I didn't. But so then my sophomore year, I start as a safety, and then I ended up not quitting. But then it was like for me, it was a juggle. I didn't know if I wanted to play until my senior year, and and this is where it's gonna be like fun to talk about because like I didn't do dog shit about recruiting.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, like I'll be good enough, somebody will see me and be like, I want, But it's like the recruiting game is like a grind in itself, especially for the guys like probably like us, we're not just bona fide 5 stars.
Exactly.
For like, probably like the mid grade guys.
Exactly. So yeah, I mean, you're thrown into it pretty quickly because, like I said, I didn't even know if like that college football was a thing that I could pursue my entire freshman year. So it happened really quickly where I had a pretty decent season. Finally got into that offseason. I was like, oh, maybe I could go play college football. So instantly, even just in those couple months during the offseason, you're like, oh shit, like what do I do? So you start just watching stuff on YouTube or however it goes. So yeah, that offseason was cool. I visited North Dakota and Eastern Michigan and went to camps there. Honestly, did decent. And then got into my junior year. Junior year, low-key went crazy. First 2 games, and I mean, I was training super, super hard. I would actually go up to Verona, Wisconsin, which is about 45 minutes there, 45 minutes back. I had this big gas guzzler truck too, so I was low-key dropping a bag on gas and obviously the training itself too, but paid off somewhat. That my junior year, first 2 games, I had 11 touchdowns in the first 2 games. Yeah, so that was awesome. But that was really all that I knew how to do. Like I figured, okay, just focus on getting as good as I possibly can, and the rest will take care of itself, probably. Little did I know, it's not really how it works, especially for the guys that if you have 50 kids in your graduating class, like there's not schools, there's not colleges coming through our school, like looking for
So
guys.
like upperclassmen, were your upperclassmen good? Where you like kind of like, oh, I got to follow his footsteps a little bit? Was there anybody like there that you're like, oh, I got to be like him?
We always had a good team. There weren't any players to ever go play at a high level. Like nobody went in D2, nobody went D1. Even in the entire history of our school, only one guy had gone on to play D1 football, and it was FCS, and that was like 10 years before I even got into school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like being from Tucson, it's not like a big city, but we always like it was like a thing. It was like when I was growing, it's like, oh, Tucson kids are always under recruited. It's like you got U of A in your backyard, and then we have plenty of studs.
Yes.
That end up going like smaller D1s somewhere. And then for you being from Wisconsin, there's colleges everywhere. It feels like, and maybe not D1, but like there's D3s and NAs all around. Where Arizona at the time, you had the junior college football out here, which was like 5 schools, U of A and ASU, and then NAU. Yeah. So like, but when you're fucking in high school kid, you're like, I gotta go D1.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So you probably were in that same mindset.
It's very similar.
Yeah. So then you end up going D3.
Yes.
Did it kind of fall? Did you have any like preferred walk-on spots at D1s, or you just like, oh, this is where I'm going?
Nah. So I ended up like over the course of my high school career, then taking like 4 or 5 D1 visits. Didn't actually turn into any offers or anything. I finished with 1 D2 offer to Minnesota State Moorhead, which is 8 hours from my home on the border of North Dakota and Minnesota. Yeah. I was like, fuck, dude. Like, I don't know about that. It was like a half scholarship too. So I still would have paid like 10 grand a year. There was, like you said, so for example, in where I'm from, right, there's the Badgers, which is Power 4 FBS. Yeah. There's no group of 5s in state. There's no FCS. There's no D2s. There's only D3s. So the D3 football in state, in the WIAC, there's like 8 schools that are in that conference. Very, very good football because all the guys that maybe could go FCS in like another state, well, there's no FCS ball in state. So most of those guys
go there because they want to stay in the state. They want to pay that in-state tuition. So they
mad cheap school too. So I honestly was paying less when I was going to Platteville than even if I would have taken this other offer, this other D2 offer. And at Platteville, believe it or not, by the time like after my freshman year, I was getting paid like $9,000 a year to go to school. So I had all my tuition covered, and they were writing me a check every single semester.
You're getting a refund
for like
check,
for like $5K. So so that was dope. But
so what was that through? Because D3, is there scholarship
no,
for D3?
no.
So how'd you get that, or was it
there's
just athletic?
there's no athletic money. It's all
academic.
Yeah.
So you're smart as fuck.
I'm pretty smart. I mean, I had a 4.0 in high school. I got a 32 on the ACT.
Okay.
But it was a lot of like outside academic money and stuff. Yeah, like private scholarships stuff.
Yeah.
So.
All right, and then you balled the fuck out too at the school you're at. D3,
yeah,
right?
I mean, I kind of did. Like,
I honestly didn't think as a freshman.
No.
Oh no. Okay.
I came in and gray shirted. If you know what a gray shirt is.
Yeah. So you're not taking your full classes. Yeah.
So it's honestly a little bit different. Like you can still take full classes as a gray shirt. For a D3, you can take full classes. You just can't practice with the team or lift with the team for that whole first season. So I got into camp, went through all of camp. There was like 3 guys that were ahead of me. They were old as shit. I mean, even at that time, my freshman year, they were 22.
Oh yeah, you're what year did you graduate?
Yeah, 2021.
Oh shit. Okay. So you had all those like fucking old. I almost fucking got an extra year because I would have had a COVID year or an ACL. I tore my ACL, so I would have had a med red, a COVID med, or like
you would have been like an 8th year
and
guy.
I would have been old as fuck playing college football. I would have had 7 years of college football.
Crazy.
If it planned out, I played a game too long to get that.
That's crazy, dude. No, so yeah, I gray shirted my freshman year, and then it was good for me because I had like mono the season before coming in, so I lost like 20 pounds or whatever. Yeah, crazy, huh? So that was good for me, but I didn't even start at linebacker my next 2 years after that.
Oh, okay.
So next 2 years.
So then you would have been a true freshman.
So
redshirt freshman.
Yeah, so gray shirt freshman, didn't start at linebacker, played on special teams, and then as my 3rd year in college, same thing, didn't start. Finally started my 4th year.
Okay.
3rd year on the field. And that year, even though I hadn't started a game at linebacker yet, I was team captain, which was dope.
Yeah.
We had 2 team captains, and I was one of them. That was awesome. My 4th year then, too, we won conference for the first time in like 80 years. So that was honestly a super cool team to be a part of.
Yeah.
And
got rings and everything.
Yeah. We started training athletes. My high school asked me to come back and help train. So the idea was, right, when I was in high school, like I was telling you, I had to go train, like drive an hour and a half round trip 4 or 5 days a week to go train at this facility. So the idea was I wanted to bring that same type of experience back to
your hometown.
To hometown.
Okay.
Right. And a lot of the schools in my hometown, or a lot of the schools in the area of my hometown, there's only one school in my hometown, I guess, but a lot of those schools don't have a full-time strength coach or anything even remotely close to that. They have a gym teacher, and that's it. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of these smaller schools. So the idea is like these schools can contract us out for just periods of time. So for example, an entire summer. Cool part is too is we ran it through summer school. So the school would actually get paid from the state to host these workouts.
Okay.
So we get hella signups because we would work with basically 6th grade through seniors, boys and girls. So even in these smaller schools, we'd get 200 kids to sign up, and each school would make like 30 racks per summer.
Yeah.
And
so, like, who was setting this all up? Were you setting it up, or was it like
me,
like teacher, or like an old gym teacher, like? Or you just like, this is what I want to do, and you just went after it?
Yes, that's exactly. We all set it up. We obviously have to go and like pitch it to them and stuff, tell them how it works and all those things. And then I coached at one of the schools, and then we would have coaches on our staff go out into these like other schools and coach too.
Okay. Damn. That's it. So, yeah, no, so like I would do training. Well, like I'm a few years older than you. So like when I went to college, like it was like weird. Like they didn't want you to have a job.
Yeah.
Like you had to like fill out hella paperwork if you were to get a job, and they would like make sure you weren't getting paid.
Right.
Because like now with the NIL, like,
it's crazy.
It's a different world.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Because I talked to like my old D2 coaches, and they're like, dude, kids going D2 are asking for money.
Yeah.
And it's like, what happened to just fucking
going to play ball?
Going to play ball. Like it's fucking insane. But so like I would always do stuff on the side with like I had 2 younger brothers, so I was just like, oh, I'm gonna train them, and then they would just pay me some cash. But like the fact that you went to the schools and like did that shit, it's that's pretty fucking badass in my brain.
Dude, we tried a whole bunch of bullshit. That's how we figured it out. It was basically, I mean, you try 10 things, right? You find one of them that kind of works at least.
Yeah.
Right. So we did. Dude, we were like training kids out of this old school and stuff too. It was kind of crazy. Like we went to Menards, got like $1,000 budget from this people that own this old school. Just a complete shithole with like half working lights and stuff. And we went to Menards, got like some plywood and some rubber mats, made like a platform to lift weights. We got some old benches and stuff off Facebook Marketplace.
So this is like just you and your boys that were kind of
basically.
Okay.
Like me and Claude was there.
Oh,
like,
Claude, okay, Claude was part of this.
Yeah. So that's how I got started. Started posting content and stuff, but that was all cool and all. And we worked with a whole bunch of players, and we even started a contract out with some teams and stuff too. So like, baseball team would hire us to come in for like 8 weeks and do like speed work with them or something like that. So that was cool. At our peak there, we had like 5 or 6 coaches on staff, all kind of traveling out to different parts of the area and stuff. We trained like 600 players.
And this was when you were still in college.
Yeah, this is like after my freshman year of college.
Oh,
freshman,
dude.
Freshman, sophomore year of college.
So you started a business like basically out of high school.
Yeah, basically.
Oh,
After my freshman year of college, this is the first summer my school to ask me to come back and help train and coach. Is when that happened. So yeah, that was like winter 2023. We were really getting after it, doing that type of stuff. And yeah, we trained like 600 players in person in the first 12 to 18 months. But the next step for us, because in those types of environments, you have these big group sessions, right? And what I realized is the kids who were the most talented, the kids who were the hardest working too, were really getting held back in those big group sessions. Obviously, you can't pause time and like go show them what to do or have them even progress at their own pace. Usually, you're going to be held back by the lower half of the group. So that didn't sit right with me because that meant like I wasn't actually serving high school me or actually helping out high school me best. So we started to provide some extra stuff to these guys online, to more of the higher level players online. And that transitioned into obviously help with like recruiting too. And we did a lot of camp and combine preps type stuff.
That leads to what you do now, yeah.
Yes. Okay. So that started with a whole bunch of like camp and combine prep stuff, meaning like 40-yard dash, shuttle, broad jump, L drill, working with all those because I did that when I was in high school. I worked with an NFL combine coach that worked with the guys that were going to the combine and stuff. So basically passing down those lessons and that training, and then obviously getting into like recruiting and all of those things.
So when you're doing those camps in like high school, what was your 40? What was all your times on that back in high school?
My like personal best you want or what?
Yeah, personal. Dude, you ain't gonna give your personal worst.
My personal best. So my best 40-yard dash was like a 4.62.
Okay.
I never cracked 4.6 though. My best shuttle was one of my better ones. I would be down in like the low 4s, like 4.09. I ran at a couple camps going into my junior year. My L drill, same thing. Like my personal best at an actual combine was like 7 flat, so I couldn't crack 7 there either. Broad jump, my best broad jump was 9.10. It was 9.10. So couldn't crack 10 feet there either, but you can see I'm
fucking right there. It's like
I'm very close.
And I feel like that's kind of where I'm at too, because we played, and I'm like, I see the way you ball too, and then like I'm just like, dude, that's kind of fucking like me. Just go up for the ball. I'm gonna get it. Like I'm gonna figure it out. But it's like, but when you think about like the drills, I always felt like I was fucking a little short. I ran a 4.6 something too, and I'm just like, I want to get 4.5.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I could never fucking get into the 4.5s.
Yeah, dude, and with those drills, it's all technique based. Like it's just practicing it over and over again and like getting into the right positions because game speed is so much different than a 40-yard dash. It's like not even.
Yeah, dude, I knew so many people who can run a 4.4, 4.3, but then when it comes to put the pads on, it's like they're non-existent on the field.
Exactly, and guys that are at like a 4.8 or 4.9, and then on Friday nights they're low-key blazing past everyone too. Yeah. So it's both sides.
My sophomore year, we had this dude come in, and he transferred from a different school, and he looked like a grown-ass man already. Yeah. And I was like, we're gonna fucking win state. Like this guy, the way this guy runs, the way this guy's built, fucking big ass black dude. Yeah. And then first game, he like had a carry, tiptoed and fucking got like a 2-yard gain. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? and it's just fucking like crazy. It's like you can look the part doing it, but then fucking not have it at all.
Yeah, man. Look like Tarzan, play like Jane.
Dude, 100%. That's exactly what my fucking dad said. He was like,
it's old.
Dude, it's fucking hilarious. But so then so your fourth year you play. I looked it up. So you got first team all conference.
Yep.
So after that, did you go try to see him? Like, let me see if I can fucking go play D1 ball.
Yeah, it was super interesting too, man. Because, like I told you, I was a team captain. I grew up in the area, like Platteville. For me, it was like 20 minutes from my hometown.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So I was super close with the entire coaching staff. Literally everybody in Platteville I knew pretty well. It was like a second home for me. So I was literally the king of that town, man. And it would have been super easy just to stay there, play it safe. Right? I mean, we just won conference for the first time in 80 years. I was a team captain, coming off a decent year. Still had some unfinished business. We lost in the playoffs. So it all lined up to be able to come back, finish my degree, and do all those things. But we'd obviously been working with a whole bunch of guys. We'd worked with like 24 guys to help them go play D2 and go play D1. And that was obviously my goal when I was in high school too. I tell the story a couple times, but my best friend when I was in high school committed D1 for wrestling. And I committed D3 that same week. So I was obviously happy for him and stuff, but I had this like pit in my stomach where I knew that at some point I had settled for something. And there's something that I missed during the process because I was like one of those guys that, like I said, I had the grades, didn't miss any lifts, didn't miss anything like that. So at some point there was kind of a missing link. And that kind of ate it, and that ate at me. And that's obviously why I started the business and everything too. So it wouldn't have felt right for me to be able to not take that risk or not put myself out there or put myself into that uncomfortable position where it's not like I'm turning on people, but I'm definitely taking a big ass risk.
Yeah.
And we ask our families that we work with too, right? To take a bet, take a risk, bet on themselves.
Because like, especially like hitting the portal. Like what's the numbers? Like 50% stay in the portal or something?
Yeah, something crazy like that.
Yeah, like half the guys that hit the portal don't even play football the next year.
Yeah, dude, crazy. And the first window had actually closed too. So that first window is usually at that time was open like December and into January, just a little bit. I had even no intention of even transferring through Christmas, and then me and Claude actually came down on a trip here to Arizona. We were here for New Year's and then January 2025. We were here for basically that entire month. And we had 2 more friends come down and visit us too, and we went up to like the Grand Canyon and like in like Sedona.
Guys trip.
Yeah. And we were like stargazing and stuff there, and like, dude, I don't know what it was, but something just hit me where it was like, dude, you have to take the risk. Like, am I going to be 85 years old and on my deathbed and like wonder what could have been if I didn't put myself out there? Yeah. And so that's when I knew, like, dude, I had to dive in and I had to take the risk no matter what happened. So super hard too, because I had the business, I had football, I had school, all these different things that were moving pieces in my life. And I like when I first got in or when I first realized I was saying, like, dude, if I get in the portal and don't get an offer that I'm happy with, fuck it, I'm just going to drop out. So we had the business. It was doing decent when we were first starting too and everything. And meanwhile, I was studying engineering. And I had no intention of ever doing engineering work. So, yeah, I got back home. Like, I called my parents when I was still down in Arizona, told them, like, yo, I'm going to hit the portal. I think if it doesn't work out, then I'm going to drop out. At first, they were completely fine with it. Then they lost their shit. Like, 2 days later. I think it officially like sank in for them. So, dude, it was, yeah. I mean, we had some deep conversations between my mom and my dad. And, yeah, some deep conversations for sure. So, got back to Wisconsin end of January. We didn't start school back up till like last week of January or so. Talked to them, finally talked to my coaches, decided that I was going to go part-time in school. So that way, whatever, I'd go part-time in school. So that way, like, I could still keep all my options open. Because in theory, if it didn't work out, if I didn't get any offers that I was happy with, then I could come back and just finish out my senior year. So that threw another wrench in the plan too, because then we couldn't like tell my teammates, we couldn't tell anyone. So only really my coaches, a couple of my closest friends and family knew that I was in the portal. So I couldn't even make like a big announcement on Twitter or anything like that.
So,
or like,
so that would technically hinder your chances of even finding a spot to play.
Yeah, which is crazy. So, yeah, like I basically said, all right, dude, we're going to fucking see what happens. And yeah, I mean, I took a couple OVs, so I took an OV, and this was all meanwhile before the spring window even opened. So this is when the portal isn't even like open by any means. And I committed to BC before the spring window even opened too. So I took OVs to Permian Basin, which is in Texas, which was a D2. Great school, great coaching staff, by the way. They brought me down.
You would have played at the Friday Night Lights Stadium, huh?
Yeah. That's the one, bro. Yeah, no, that was my first time in Texas too, so that was cool. And Lindenwood, which is an FCS, in St. Louis, and then obviously BC. I was gonna go to Indiana State, also, but that was for the weekend after BC, and then it was like Tuesday, and I said, all right, I'm just gonna commit. And that was before I think the spring window opened that next weekend.
So you took an official visit to BC?
Yeah.
How did you like it there?
It was cool, man. Obviously, like very beautiful campus. Boston is an awesome city to be in. We're like probably 10 miles inland of the actual city itself. So you get both of those little pieces of it where you're not in the actual city, but it's super easy to get to. Obviously, Coach O'Brien is like all-time GOAT coach. So, yeah, dude, it was definitely cool.
Yeah, and then they like Luke Kuechly, huh? That's their guy.
That's their guy.
Do they have him everywhere on the campus? Like,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
You got to.
Yeah, he's like a fathead thing in the linebacker room, so that's pretty dope.
Yeah, especially you playing linebacker. You're like, oh fuck.
Yeah, dude, and and he was my guy growing up.
So and here's the thing, dude. I've been to Boston when I was like in 8th grade.
Yeah.
I fell in love with women with Boston accents.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the women with the Boston accents?
Yeah, I don't know if I have really a preference on accents, but I do like the accent for sure.
Yeah, it's trashy, but it's like
yeah.
It's kind of like nice, like
yeah, dude. I'm with you.
Like be mean to me a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh damn. So you got a full ride to BC?
So how it worked, right? And this was the interesting part of it because I got paid through like the new rev share deal.
Oh, okay.
Which got implemented on June 1st of last year. So the way it worked out is basically like a partial scholarship. They got paid through that, so that's pretty dope.
Dude, the college football is so fucking crazy now.
Yeah.
It was like back, like when I played, you couldn't send money from anybody.
Yeah, and now
you can't even send it with a hot dog.
Yeah.
Now it's just like, just fucking.
You can literally just get money for being on the team, pretty much.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, dude. So with your company now, you're helping kids find scholarships. Is the NIL deal any type of like correlation? Or do you have kids talking about that at all, or is it just like find me a place to spot, or like help me find a place to play?
Yeah, it's more so getting them there to start. We've had a couple of kids go big. We had one kid go to Iowa in this last class, so it hasn't been a big like topic for us or anything like that. Could be definitely something in the future that we put more time towards and everything. That's like a whole different game.
Oh yeah.
To where then you have to have like contracts and shit and like.
And then hire agents and get like deep dive into like the legal stuff.
Yeah.
Which is, so you're basically just scratching the surface. I think what's great about your like business that you're starting, it's just like it can grow into something way bigger than what it is even right now.
For sure.
Yeah. What is Athletics University? So
Athletes University.
Athletes University. Yeah.
Athletes,
so, yeah, dude. And you started that with your buddy Claude and who else?
Just Claude.
Just Claude. Just you two. Are you guys like the head like CEOs? What's your title?
Yeah.
President?
Well, I'm the sole owner now. I mean, I don't want to like air out our our business or anything like.
Just the titles.
Yeah. Me and Claude started it together. Like I said, officially February of 2023, and then I took over as the sole owner this last summer.
Okay. So, but he's still part of it and still working.
Yep.
So did he play college ball too, or
he did
with you?
Yeah.
At
Platteville is where we played at first.
Because he can ball too.
Yeah, we were teammates. We were teammates. We both had the same major, so we were both studying engineering, playing
Okay.
ball together. So it was cool. We started AU. We started.
Did you meet him in college? Or?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Like we literally started it in a college class together.
Like, were you guys? So was it an assignment you guys did?
No.
Oh, you just like in class, just like, dude.
Dude, it was like physics class, and the way the classroom was set up, our table that we had and our chairs that we had weren't even facing the front of the room. So it was like we were sitting like this, and the teacher is behind us. Like just the way that
you
the
guys
classroom,
aren't even paying attention to class. You
Yeah.
guys are just like, dude, let's fucking like. You guys are drawing up the fucking.
Yeah, we're drawing up
the game plan. The
that's
map,
right.
Like how we're gonna do it.
Yeah,
Oh,
bro. We have the
fucking-
napkins. We're drawing out the back of napkins plan and doing all that stuff. So yeah, it was a cool time.
Oh fuck. So now you guys are just fucking. So you didn't know him prior to college?
Nope.
Well, he's from Wisconsin too, right?
He is, yeah.
So how far was he from?
He's from Slinger, which is over in the Milwaukee area.
Okay.
So about 2 hours, 2.5 hours from where I grew up.
Oh, okay. Damn, that's what's up, dude. So your time at BC, how'd that go? Was that like fulfilling for you, or did you kind of go in with attitudes like I'm gonna come here and fucking try to take a spot, or what was your mindset going to BC?
Yeah, super interesting question. We got in, so I started taking classes at BC like May 10th. I graduated from Platteville May 16th.
Okay.
So I was taking classes online there. We started up our summer workouts and stuff like end of May. So I basically graduated from Platteville with my undergrad, drove my car out to BC the next week. And dude, it was an awesome summer of workouts. Very cool experience, obviously. Like you're around some high level guys. We had 4 guys get drafted.
Mm-hmm.
So cool to be around some high level guys like that. See the differences too between D3 and Power 4.
Yeah, that's
both the players.
Another question I gotta ask too. It's like, so what is the main difference you feel like talent wise?
Talent wise, people might call me crazy, bro. The guys that I played with at D3, as far as in the weight room, much stronger and overall. On the field, like obviously the guys at BC far more talented and better stuff like that. So I've kind of theorized why that is. I don't know exactly why, but I think, like I said, because for my area, super small schools, the only thing there is to do is go and lift weights. Mm-hmm. Right? There's no like speed trainers or people that can train you for football. So that's the only thing to do. Like, oh, you want to get better at a ball? Go lift weights. Mm-hmm. So I wasn't I don't know if I was in the top 10% of strongest guys when I was at Platteville. I go to BC and I'm probably like squatting like up there with the big dogs and shit.
Okay, yeah.
So,
but like on the field, okay. So like, because I started D1, go to junior college, and then go D2.
Yeah.
And I feel like the main thing is depth, the way I see it, and then also the offensive and defensive line.
It's
like
size,
you always get undersized guys at the smaller schools, or you're not
Yes.
really going to get undersized guys at Power 5 schools.
100%.
But athletes wise, I feel like the top dogs are going to be the top dogs. Like
exactly,
anywhere.
That's exactly right.
But then like the solid guys, I feel like they're here. Like there's no like a receiver at a D2 can easily go play D1 receiver.
Yes.
Unless he's a first round pick like at Ohio State. Yes. But like those are different. Those are anomalies. But like we're just talking about base level. I feel like it's pretty even. It's just the depth. Because after that starter, the second string is not there.
Yeah, I agree. I think basically any starter at a D3 could go compete and be a depth guy on pretty much any D1 roster, minus like Alabama and the high, like the top 10 schools in the country. But that's what I noticed too. The best guys at a D3 would have no problem going and even playing.
Yeah, I would say the starters. Yeah, the starters. But then like the bench guys.
Yes, past that, yeah. So yeah, it's the same makeup too. Like there's a whole bunch of guys at BC or at any other Power 4 school that are dog shit.
Oh yeah.
That wouldn't even play on the D3. So it goes both ways. But
So when you back to the question, it's like, so when you're going to BC, what was your mindset going there? Like, were you thinking you're gonna like run? It's like I'm gonna become a starter. I'm gonna do this. Like, where were you at mentally?
Yeah, it was interesting because I was one of the oldest guys there, but it was almost like where you're a freshman again, where you're thrown into a new environment and everything like that. So for me, I didn't really know what to expect, to be honest. I tried to do some research on all the guys and see where they're at with their roster makeup. Obviously, talked with all the coaches and started even learn some of the playbook. We were doing some Zoom meetings and stuff even during the spring when I was still at Platteville with the guys at BC to learn the playbook and stuff. So I was just came in with the mindset of like, yeah, try to learn as much as you can this summer, see where you're at when camp rolls around and everything. So it was an awesome summer, worked my butt off, ate a fuck ton of food, put on like 15 pounds of muscle.
The training table at D1 is
crazy.
Especially because you don't have that at D3.
No.
And then like probably at ACC,
a
big Power 5s, like the food had to been fucking money.
Yeah. No, it was, and it was cool to come in. I worked my way up to the 2 deep by camp season. By camp, our first scrimmage, like I did pretty well the first 2 weeks of camp. One of the first practices, I had a pretty dope pick, and I was doing pretty well. And I'd worked my way up to the 2 deep. So we were 4-2-5. So and I was starting to play both spots too, which was dope. So then I tore my labrum, our fucking first scrimmage, which kind of sucked a little bit. So I had to sit out, I don't know, a week and a half, 2 weeks of camp because my entire shoulder popped out of place and fucking tore the labrum. But yeah, came back to actually play in our first game.
Okay.
So played some linebacker in our first game. I was on kickoff and all of those things too. Yeah.
Dude, the injuries suck because so I go to junior college and I go to D2 and like in my mindset I'm like and I was like the heaviest I've been and like I was the strongest and like I felt like I was like during the fall camp I was playing my best football ever and then I roll my ankle like bad a week before the first game and then just getting back into to the level where you felt like you're at, that's fucking like you don't feel the same. Especially with the shoulder, where you got to fucking tackle.
Yeah, and shed blocks and all those different things. It sucked.
So did you have that shit wrapped up or what?
Yeah, so I had it in like a Sully brace. It still hurts so bad. So that was kind of a fucking, a big boner killer.
Yeah.
But it was still an awesome season. I mean, we didn't really win as many games as we'd like and everything, but yeah, played on specials. We killed Fordham week 1, and we went to Michigan State for week 2. That was super dope. I was in for kickoff on that, and it was a night game on the road, packed house. We were both 1-0, double overtime game and everything.
So give me what's the difference in game day environment from Power 5 or Power 4 to D3?
Yeah, that I would say that is the biggest difference because like the day to day. Honestly, pretty similar. You still lift weights. You still practice. You
hang out with the boys.
Yeah, like you do indie drills during practice. Like everything that's during the day to day, pretty similar. The travel and obviously the game day are probably the 2 biggest differences. Where like, holy shit, this is way different. I mean, obviously we flew from Boston to East Lansing the day before, but that environment was pretty dope.
Is that the best? Is that the best stadium that you got to travel to?
Yeah. I mean, we played at Stanford. We played at Louisville. Louisville was pretty dope, too. I'm trying to think of any other away. I mean, we played at Pitt.
Okay.
And they, like, share the stadium with the Steelers and stuff, so that was cool. But
so what's the best stadium you've been to?
I think the best environment was definitely Michigan State.
Okay.
Coolest stadium was maybe Pitt, just because obviously it's
it's an NFL stadium too.
Yeah. So that was cool. Obviously our home stadium would get rocking and everything too. So yeah, a lot of good options out there.
Yeah. So you fucked your shoulder. Did you only have that 1 year of eligibility too?
Yeah.
Oh shit! So you couldn't even try to come back for another one.
Yeah. I mean, I could have. I guess I could have like redshirted.
After
if I wanted to, but like. Dude,
I'd
already played ball for 5 years. So
yeah, that's what I was going to say. Because I think that's where so when I was done playing at my D2 school, I did kind of petition for MedRed, and this was like pre-COVID. So, and then once COVID hit, I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, they're not gonna play. My brother was in high school. He was going into the senior year, and he didn't get to play high school, like his senior year of high school football, which
crazy.
Sucks. Yeah. So during that time, I was like, you know what? Like I was a pretty good baseball player. Like I had both options to play, and I was like, let me see if I can fuck around and go try to play professional baseball in Mexico.
Yeah.
So I come to a junior college out here and do like the fall season, but it was like a weird fall season. Like we could only scrimmage at the spring training fields, and I actually did fairly well. The coach was like, yeah, like they tried to make me a catcher, which I never fucking caught in my life. He's like, yeah, well, our catcher is like, he's going to be our guy, but you can be a 2 guy. He's like, I would love to have you in the lineup. And I was like, oh, no, I'm just going to go back and try to finish my degree and then work and make money. And that's when I decided I'm done. I'm done trying to be an athlete. So that's where you're at, obviously, where you're just like, I'm good, hang it up, no desires to play like arena football or any type of shit.
Nah, man, I'm not that crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not that crazy.
Dude, I have the offer too. It's like, but it's like $200 a game.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, it was the same thing. Like, I didn't ever really play football to try and make money or anything like that. Obviously, love the sport. Yeah, dude, that was my 5th year of college. I played for 4 years in high school. So, thankfully, I didn't have any major injuries. I think that labrum tear was probably like the most severe injury that I ever had, which was, I guess, good and bad. But
does it fuck with you now, or now?
Loki, like during, I don't know, there was one of the weeks during flag football where I like went up to go like swat a pass down, and I did, and it like threw it back. I was like, fuck.
Like, oh yeah, dude. You always feel like the injury because I tore my right knee, and then every once in a while, like if I'm at Costco, weirdest thing, if I go to Costco I don't have the right fucking shoes on, my shit like feels like it's about to swell like a balloon, and I start limping around Costco.
What in the world?
Yeah, dude. It's just like
that's hilarious.
Just being an athlete though, where it's like you get those injuries and they just gonna linger for the rest of your fucking life.
Yeah, 1,000,000%.
Yeah, but yeah, dude, playing flag football with you was that was such a weird fucking thing too. So, because you said you finished up, so you knew you were moving out here to Arizona.
Yeah, I signed my lease in November.
Okay.
And I was moving out end of December.
You didn't want to stay out there in Boston?
I could have. I mean, I really just would have stayed out for school and stuff. But I had the option to go online.
Okay.
As well. Either way, I was going to come home for Christmas and stuff. So, it just made more sense to pack up my car full of my shit, drive back home, and then go from there. So, but yeah, Claude and Ryan moved out here. My 2 buddies moved out here in September.
Okay.
So, made sense to come follow them
and then just do. And this is a good spot too. There's a lot of money out here, especially like Scottsdale area.
Yeah, for sure.
You got Sky Harbor, so if you ever need to fly out anywhere,
dude, airport's
it makes
great.
it so much easier. Yeah,
airport's great. And like I said, I was here for all of last January when I decided that I was actually gonna get in the portal too. So, yeah,
but this is gonna be your first summer out here, huh?
Yeah, it'll be. I'll actually be gone. I'll be going back to Wisconsin. I'm going to an event in Chicago.
Okay.
June 11th through the 13th, and then I'll be going back home there for a couple of weeks through the 4th of July. So I'll be home for the first time in like 5 or 6 months. But
okay. All right, so you decided to move out here, and then you and your boys just decided to play flag football because it's funny because we signed up as free agents, and it's like had no idea who the fuck we're gonna play with. There was actually 2 chicks signed up on our team.
Yeah.
So
crazy, dude.
So I think we talked about it before, but I think was it Claude was like, or no, Ryan, right? Was like, dude, there's a flag football league.
Yeah, basically.
And he just said, let's sign up. And you were down or what? Or
dude,
just like...
so they asked me in like, I don't know, late November or early December when I was finishing up my season and everything. And like, dude, I'm not going to play fucking flag football. Like, I just got done fucking having to go practice every day with a torn labrum.
Yeah.
And like beating myself up for the last 10 years. Dude, I'm not playing fucking flag football. And then it was like, we move out here maybe start of January, and I'm like, you know what? Let's fucking let it rip. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to take the fucking Ferrari out of the garage.
Oh, shit.
So then we sign up, and it was obviously awesome.
Dude, yeah, we ended up fucking winning it all, which is hilarious.
Yeah, but dude, I had no idea like what to expect. Like, yeah, dude, you can sign up as free agent. There's like a D1, D2. We're gonna sign up for D2. Fuck yeah, let's do it.
And we ran it fucking go undefeated.
Yeah, crazy.
Then, yeah, dude, that shit was fun.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah, dude, you can. But so you were a two-way guy in high school.
Yeah.
So did you know you're gonna play defense, or did you want to play offense, or did you lean defense?
I honestly didn't care what I played in college. I actually got recruited as both.
Okay.
I actually got recruited to a couple different Ivy Leagues too. So I almost went to Brown.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and I would have played running back there too. But I didn't really care where I played in college, I guess. Overall, probably better that I played linebacker. I think naturally. I mean, I was good at both, right? But just what fit me better was probably linebacker. Yeah. Like I probably could have played sooner in college if I would have played running back.
Mm-hmm. No, because that's what I'm asking. Because you can, like, obviously, if we're playing flag football, if you're good, you can just play both sides. And then I was just like, I'll throw you the ball. I'm like, oh, this guy can do something with it. Yeah. And like that's why I was like, dude, this guy can play offense too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
But what'd you like playing more? If you had to, if it was like your choice, like
dude. I mean, coaches asked me the same question when I was in high school, and I told them I literally don't care. Like, I literally love both sides of the ball because obviously on offense, you can go and score touchdowns and shit. But like, I really enjoy defense just because I could react super quick and like know what the fuck they were gonna do before they would even do it. So I really enjoyed that part of it, just chasing people down, playing, sideline to sideline.
Yeah.
So I don't think I would change it if I could go back and do it over again.
So what kind of, like, so you just like running after the ball?
Yeah.
Did you like fucking sticking people?
Yeah.
Like laying?
Yeah.
Okay, because that was like my thing, like, because I played safety too, and I would always go for the hit. I would almost never go for the ball.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I just
have to
try to take somebody out of the fucking game. Yeah, especially like when I played, targeting was kind of a thing. Nowadays it's like,
yeah, you can't do that no more.
Can't do that shit no more.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So with your business now, you're helping kids get recruited. What's the difference between your business and NSCA?
NCSA?
Yeah.
Yeah, great question. That's more of, I mean, just like breaking it down into like how the actual business works and stuff. Like it's a software. Right.
Theirs is a software.
Yes. Okay. So like, I think they sold their business, right? And the reason why they were able to get such like a high multiple for it was because it's like a software, meaning that you sign up with like a profile, right? And they basically sell that information to like colleges, so that way colleges can invite you to like camps and shit.
Okay.
Too. So it's kind of that two-sided thing from there. Versus, and there's no like, I mean, the guy that you get on like a sales call with is like your coach guy.
Okay. Yeah, I remember because like I did it my senior year of high school, and I'm trying to remember, but I'm just gonna want to know the difference between what you do and what they do.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, like, it's literally just a software where you get put into like a database, or you can go like send emails yourself through their platform that shows up in a coach's inboxes. It's from NCSA, so it's not really like very useful at all. We have a lot of families that come to us after trying NCSA like their freshman year and not really knowing any better, and then coming to us for some more like personalized type help, where we obviously, like, the first step is getting the film, getting the Twitter right, because that's really the only profile that you need is on your Twitter. So getting your film, getting your Twitter right, really just showcasing your ability and what you're best at, showing those things best, and then getting it in front of as many coaches as we can. So done for you email, obviously outreaching through Twitter and stuff like that too, and then helping them actually turn the interest and the attention they're getting into actual offers too. So like, how do you talk on the phone? Like, what do you say on a visit? All those different things that go into it to be able to turn the attention, the eyeballs that they get or they already have, into offers.
So do you like see the kids film first and like kind of get an understanding who they are first, and then you're like, hey, I think these are your options? Or
yeah, so people reach out to us through our Instagram DMs. First question we always ask them is to watch their film or to go like review their Twitter to see, obviously, like if we can actually help. Right, they have to have film. Usually, they have to have done some sort of training, 7-on-7, any of those things where you've obviously shows that you're committed to taking action and stuff, and you have the ability. Right, no one goes D1.
So you got to
just
hit all
by
these check marks
being like a
first
good
before
emailer.
you can help them.
For sure. Have to have at least a 3.0 GPA. So yeah, there's a bunch of obviously qualifiers that we have to vet through to be able to make sure we can actually help them out and everything. Then we go from there. So we have a conversation, see if we can help. So.
And it's like obviously not a guarantee. So like, how does that? Have you guys had anybody where it's like, hey, like I did everything right, but I didn't get what I wanted? Or usually it's like, are you basically at 100% success rate? Or
yeah, to be fair, we've given out one refund in the entire history of our program, and basically this kid, I don't know. This is when we were first getting started too, and everything. To be fair, but we had a kid come in and he claimed his phone broke or something like that, where we didn't hear from him for a couple of months, didn't hear from the parents either and everything. And yeah, we ended up issuing that kid a refund, and then adding into our like contracting that we have, being like, yo, if you ghost us, like
that's out of our hands. That's in your hands.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
I mean, that's a good success rate though.
Yeah, for
one
sure.
dude at like, I don't know how many you guys had so
far.
Yeah,
we were like 80 kids so far.
Oh, yeah, that's solid.
Yeah, well, it obviously starts back to at the beginning, like looking to make sure we can actually help and watching their film and everything like that too. So.
And so with you doing this now, like obviously my podcast is being watched of athletes. So like, is this something you want to pursue deeper and deeper, like 10, 15 years down the line?
Yeah, for sure. I'll be doing this for the foreseeable future for sure. Don't really have any other plans. Just really getting it bigger, growing. We're having our first in-person event, private for our athletes and our clients. So that'll be a 2-day event, actually up in Wisconsin. Oh, nice. So I haven't announced it to the public yet. So this will be the first time that'll be public. Sweet. Obviously, our athletes know and everything like that. But yeah.
Oh, that's what's up. And then, yeah, that's what I'm like. It's actually kind of cool seeing like your business grow too, because I've been following it too, and I'm just like, because there's just because like right now it's just football too. Eventually, I feel like you can just go into other sports, and then I imagine the recruiting thing doesn't really change much between football, baseball, volleyball, whatever you're trying to do. It's all just eyes and attention.
Yeah, basically. Obviously, there are like nuances with each one. Like with football, camps, camp season is so important. Obviously, with baseball, there's showcases and things like that. And I don't know exactly how the other sports work, but I'm sure there's different nuances that have to be mastered. And we obviously, like I said, want to master football first and everything, and really get that dialed in before we do expand to different sports. But there is obviously that opportunity over a long enough time horizon.
But then football is just big enough here in America, and then. So is a lot of your where is a lot of your clients coming from all over the country right now, or is it kind of a certain area? Or
yeah, we have a lot of guys from all over the place. I mean, West Coast, Washington, Oregon, a couple of guys in California, one guy here actually in Arizona, a couple of guys in Texas, a lot of Midwest guys too. Obviously, that's where I'm from, so I feel like there's a whole bunch of guys that resonate with my message and my story. So we have a couple of guys from Wisconsin, one kid actually. Same conference in my high school that I played in, just committed to Air Force last week, which was dope because he came to us basically in the exact same spot that I was when I was in high school. He had was only talking to a couple D3s that were in the area. Like he was talking to Platteville where I came from, and yeah, he finished with a handful of D1 offers and everything, and just committed to Air Force last week. So we got guys in the Midwest. Guys down in Florida, Tennessee, a couple guys out there on the East Coast too, New York, Massachusetts. So
and it's also just got to be cool, like being able to work with kids who obviously if they're coming to you, they're hungry.
Yeah.
Like, dude, this is my dream, and it's like you can help me, and especially when it's like, you've been in their shoes.
Exactly.
Because like when I remember when I was in high school, I was talking to the guy. NC, whatever the fuck it's called. I was like, yeah, but he was like talking, and it sounded like a job to him, and he didn't seem very like enthusiastic. But it's like, I see your posts and stuff like that, and you're like, dude, I've been here before.
Yeah, exactly.
And then so be able to relay that to the kids, and be like, you can do it too.
Exactly. It's like I have a story that I tell. Like, imagine you're on a sidewalk, right, and you're on this road and you're standing in the sidewalk, but you have your feet cemented into the concrete sidewalk, right? And you can't move, you can't run or anything like that. And there's someone that you deeply care about that's standing in the middle of the road. And you see like a big old semi truck barreling down the road towards them. Like you would do everything in your power to try to get them to move, right? Even if you can't physically like move your feet to go move them out of the way, like you're gonna scream at the top of your lungs.
You're gonna figure something out
to be able to try to get them to move and take action. So that's really what I see too, because like I know what it feels like to have that pit in your stomach. You're like, fuck, dude, like what did I miss? Like I literally sacrificed, like I told you, I quit wrestling, drove all those fucking miles to go train, right? Like missed out on parties, friendships, sleepovers, drove hundreds of miles for camps, you know, had my parents take me to all these different visits and camps and things. Like me and my dad flew to Harvard and I like visited Harvard, right? So we did all these fucking things just to do what basically everybody else from my area did. Like everybody went to Platteville. Everybody went to the local D3.
So it was just like I did all this extra stuff and I still got the same result.
Yeah, right.
And like it sucks when that happens.
Yeah, and like it'd be like the kid in school, right, who would do all the fucking homework and do all the extra quizzes and make sure the teacher grades the homework and shit like that. Like everyone fucking hates that kid, right? And there's, you know, and like for the other kids, like you can just show up and get an A, but there is this kid that puts in all of the work just to be able to get an A. Like how shitty that kid feels. Like I have the same types of feelings where it's like I had to make all these sacrifices just to do what basically everybody else did for no fucking reason.
And that's cool that you've got that final stamp too. Like you're like I got to go D1. Yeah. Facts. So because of me, it's like mine's almost reverse. I preferred walk on at U of A. And I was like, and it was like cool. So I ended up rolling with like the threes in the spring. Yeah. And I was like, I'm like, okay, like I can do this. And so get the meeting with Rich Rod, and he told me I was cut, dude. I was like,
no way.
I was like, it like didn't feel real. Like I was like, and then like even years later or a year later, I go to, because I just stayed in Tucson, go to junior college there. Yeah. And then at a party, and then one of the dudes like, bro, why the fuck did you leave? I'm like, dude, I got cut. And he was like, why? What the fuck? And so like, and then just getting cut too, it's like you lose that like sense of confidence too. Yeah. Where it's like, because I thought I was like, dude, I can do this. I picked off Khalil Tate. I don't know if you, that dude fucking balled the fuck out. I picked him off, took him to the crib. I'm just like, I felt like I didn't miss a single tackle either. Yeah. That whole spring. Let's go. And I was like, so when that happened, I was just like, what the fuck? And then so I go junior college, which is got to be a completely different monster now. Because like back then it was just like there was no transfer portal. Yeah. So a lot of those fucking studs would go to junior college and got to play against a lot of guys that actually played in the league too when I was in junior college, and then go there, and then didn't get my D1 offer. I had Kansas my coach called me out of class to go talk to the coach from Kansas. He's like, hey, he likes your film, come by. And go there, meet the coach. He's like, hey, you look bigger on film. And fucking didn't fucking offer. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Damn. On my birthday, Abilene Christian hits me up. He's like, hey, watch your film. Looks good. And I was like, oh, dude. And I wanted to get into ministry at the time, too. And that's awesome. And I was like, oh, it's a sign. My birthday, they're going to fucking offer. I'm going to commit right away. Didn't fucking offer. And I was like, God. So then I ended up going D2, which is like, looking back, like I can be envious on that. But I met like so many cool people and got to like experience like the Black Hills. I don't know if you've ever been to South Dakota, but it's a cool spot to be. So it's like, even though I didn't capture like my goal of going back to D1, being a D1 bounce back, but it's like you just got to take the most out of what you got. And then, but I'm just saying with like your situation, it's like you got that final ceiling, and like, and it helps also with your business because it's like I did it. Yeah.
Exactly. No, and that's a good point too. Like even when I was at Platteville, so many awesome, like I said, like we won conference for the first time in 80 years. So like made so many good friends and memories and all those things. And obviously if I wouldn't have ever gone there, I definitely wouldn't be here like where I am at right now too. So like you said, dude, super grateful for all those different things that can come your way, because you never know like where it can take you.
Yeah, because it's like you can be sour and bitter.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's not gonna fucking help you at all.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, dude. Life is 10% like what happens to you, and 90% how you
react to it, and how you react. That's cool. But what was your favorite year in college?
My favorite year? Well, definitely not my first year, my second year, my third year. I mean, would easily be one of the last 2 years. They were both awesome for very different reasons, right? Obviously, to cap it off at BC and, do all that thing and get that experience and everything, very, very hard to beat. So probably that, but I will say, like, my fourth year at Platteville with those guys and that team and everything was a super awesome year too, and a lot of fun to be a part of.
Yeah, that's cool. That's what's up. Do you have a welcome to college moment? I feel like everybody has a welcome to college moment. Welcome to college football moment.
I didn't ever get really like fucked up, like blown up in practice or anything like that from what I can remember.
Not even at BC with like bigger linemen that didn't affect you too much at all.
No, I mean I'd already played for so long at that point. I kind of knew how to handle my own and like what to do and what not to do and everything like that. So yeah, I mean I think gray shirting my freshman year helped out me like kind of
because then it made you grow up.
Yeah, kind of gain my bearings just a little bit with everything. So I just had that first year camp, which, dude, that first camp you go to, you're like, what the fuck? What is this fucking college football shit, man?
But you know what? Fall camp is, for me, I love the shit of it. No school.
Yes.
You're with your boys all fucking day. You're eating together.
Yes.
You go home and your little break, take a fucking nap, go back, watch meetings, practice. Dude, it's...
I will say, like, now, like, going through it and every year, I think it gets more and more fun for sure. Like that first one, I was like, holy fuck, bro, football is fucked.
Yeah.
And then like after that, you get through that first one, you're like, dude, this is the greatest thing ever.
Dude, fall camp is a shit, dude.
It's super cool, and you're with your boys literally 24/7. And yeah, and like especially once you do the same stuff, like for example, my what was that fourth year then at Platteville. You're just learning the same installs over and over again. So that part of it is super easy, right? There's no like mental types of thing. We're trying to learn the playbook. You already have mastered it.
Yeah.
You're helping.
Did you have all the same coaches every single year?
Yeah.
Oh, that helps fucking a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, me bouncing around, and then even when I got to South Dakota, we had a coaching change too. It was just like trying to find like relearning playbooks.
It's crazy, dude. It's like learning a whole new language.
Oh yeah, it fucking sucks.
It's like learning a whole new language. So that was cool at Platteville, doing that. But yeah, every year it gets more and more fun for sure.
Oh,
like looking back on it now, dude, those memories are so awesome.
Oh, dude,
so awesome.
Yeah. So my welcome college football moment, since you don't fucking got one.
True.
So it was my first practice at U of A, and I'm going out in blitz on the edge, and I'm like, so I boom go, and it's a quick throw. I jump, like right in front of the tackle, jump, tip it. I'm looking back. I'm like, fuck yeah, I made a play. Tackle just shoots his hands at my chest. I'm in the air. Boom, right on my back. Lose all my fucking air, dude. I was just like, okay, you don't jump in front of these fucking 300 fucking pounders, these grown fucking men, especially the Samoan boys.
That's hilarious, dude.
Yeah. And then we had this center at U of A, like, he was just like one of those guys that are just always mad. Like, and just saying that as a fucking 18-year-old freshman, you're like, I don't want to fuck with that dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1,000,000%. I know how you feel, dude.
Yeah, dude, but fucking reminiscing about the college days, dude.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man, the glory days.
Yeah, and then you live with your basically your college buddy, right? Still.
Yeah, so we're in the same building. I'm one door down.
Okay, but like you're fucking hanging out. You work together, and then it's like you just bullshit with him the whole time. That's got to be fucking.
Yeah,
it's cool. Almost like you never left yet.
I know, and like we still go and lift weights every morning too. So like you were saying, we were talking before about going with your boys and maxing out and shit.
Oh,
it's
dude, yeah.
Still that same type of atmosphere, which I really like because, dude, after you stop playing football, you do it for so long, and it's like basically everything you do. Once you stop playing, it's easy to lose like that identity or like wonder what you do now.
Oh,
like
bro,
you almost lose that whole piece of you.
I'm like 8 years out of it, and I'm that way, and that's why I'm starting this shit. You're not even a year out of it, so it's like it's good that you're staying in that routine because it's so easy to get away from that routine.
Yeah.
Where like I feel like you're on the fucking right path.
Yeah.
Of like, kind of like figuring it out.
Yeah. And I mean, this isn't super like relevant, bro, but one of my big goals that I have for AU is basically build a big ass like facility like a college football team would, right? But our employees and obviously our athletes can come and use it too and everything. And we'll have obviously a weight room, we'll have a cafeteria, we'll have meeting rooms, all those different things, and then everyone that works there, right? Everyone that is part of the thing can we'll go and have our morning workouts. We'll have the fucking squat racks.
It'd be
we'll
like the UFC, what's it? The UFC headquarters, whatever. How it is there, where they just got a gym. They can go there, do their nutrition, do their whatever.
Yeah, everything like that.
So
that's something that I'm deeply driven by because I think that'd be dope as fuck to have a place where obviously, we're helping the athletes that are currently there go and achieve their goals, but having a place where the former athletes too can still give back to the high school kids, but then come and be part of something bigger and obviously still have that type of camaraderie.
So you're like
teamwork.
It's not even just a bit. It's almost like more of a community too.
Yeah.
Where it's like we're all in here together, and then it's like it can grow and dude, that's fucking. I'm just like you're in Cloud's mind must just be fucking clicking. Like you probably have like so many ideas that you can't even get there yet, but you're like it's possibilities.
That's been my one big idea. So it's that and like taking down the entire star system. So like that's really my like biggest goal is really those two things. Just have a facility where our guys and our team members and obviously our athletes can go and work out and everything like that. But then take down the entire star system too and build our own kind of thing that we have. So like you said, we have a lot of different ideas, so it's easy to get distracted with all these different things.
If you're not a 5-star, I feel like it should just be 5-star.
Facts.
There shouldn't be no 4-star, 3-star. Like
stupid. Played with so many guys that were dog shit.
That were 3 stars, 4 stars, and then I've never met a dog shit 5-star, but like I feel like if you're a 5-star, just have that star rating.
Yeah, I mean, there's only 32 of those per class, I believe. So.
And then how many of those actually turn? It's like it's pretty rare. Yeah. Because I don't even know how the star. Did you have any stars behind you? Yeah, neither did I.
Nah, fuck that, bro.
But I never did those. What is it for? 24.
Yeah, like the rivals.
The rivals. Yeah, I never did any of those camps.
I did one of them, but didn't get any stars from it.
Dude, I don't understand. It never made sense because I knew people who got like they're like 2-star, 3-star, and I'm just like okay, like. But no. So the star, I agree with you there. Star fucking ratings, especially your high school kids.
Yeah,
stupid as fuck.
So we're taking that shit down.
Yeah, dude, I like that shit. Because then you got guys like Diego Pavia.
Yeah.
Which I kind of hope he fucking does something cool. I doubt it, but for no star guy, he hasn't. He's been proving people wrong so far.
And dude, if you look at Indiana from last year, dude, their entire roster, half their roster was a whole bunch of.
Did they have any 5-stars? I don't think they did.
Think they did, and they had
and then they fucking it don't mean shit.
Yeah, and they won the 90. So I'm predicting there is going to be a big change happening in college ball in these next 5 to 10 years, and the star system kind of breaking down is going to be a big part of it. I think Indiana. I realized it like even before Indiana won the Natty, which is cool. But I think Indiana winning the Natty was like the stamp and one of those first couple dominoes to fall here over these next couple of years. So something I'm super hyped for.
It's gonna be interesting to see what college football turns into, and then also with your business tied with it, where it goes and where it grows with it, dude.
It's changing every year, man. It's changing every month almost now with all the different rules and rev share and
obviously you know how to adapt, dude. It's gonna be sick. Well, dude, appreciate you hopping on the fucking pod.
For
dude.
sure, bro. Thank you for having me, brother. That was awesome. Thank you for having me.